I mentioned in my video about the sprain that I had, the severe sprain that I had in my ankle last week. Thank God, it's coming right now, and as I say, I have walked and just behaved normal on it. You know, a bit of discomfort did come along, but it wasn't anything major. Every time I felt the discomfort coming along, I would get this muscle rub, and I would rub it onto the ankle and around and up the foot, and that just took away the pressure. And I mentioned that this product, like all the other products, they have really saved me so much over the years. One particular incidence was when I fractured my left elbow. Family and some friends were ice skating, and I decided that I wouldn't go ice skating. I thought I'll probably fall if I go in there. And I was enjoying watching them, but eventually I thought, oh well, I might as well join them. So I got on my skates and away I went. 5 minutes later, I was on the ground after walloping my left elbow off the ice, and the pain was just excruciating. So, like everything, I try and deal with things myself. I always like to take responsibility and work things out for myself. So Eugene, that's my husband, said, we'll take you to the hospital. I said no. So I went home, held my arm. It got more and more painful. I worked through the night, and at 6 o'clock in the morning, I couldn't bear the pain any longer. I just had to go to accident emergency. So in I went anyway, and they did an x-ray, and sure enough, there was a fracture in my elbow. Now, fractures in joints and elbows and things like that, not wrists and that, not a great idea because they can be very delicate. So I had a sling on. I had got a sling on. I was told to go back and see a consultant then on Monday. So I went back to the hospital, and the consultant again said I had to have another x-ray. So I had an x-ray, and I came back, and he said that from the x-ray, the best advice he could do was my elbow would probably need to be operated on, but that I was to go home first for about 7 to 10 days, I can't remember how many days, and just see how much could I extend my arm, because he's, at that stage I just couldn't. My arm was up here around my chest area. There was no way that I could straighten my arm. So home I went anyway, and I thought I had a sling on, and I thought once I knew that I could straighten the arm, I said, I am going to do my best to get this arm right. So I came home, and even though it was very, very painful, took it out of the sling, and I started to rub in my muscle rub. So I rubbed it in, and I tried to straighten the arm, and I went away for another few hours, and I came back, and I rubbed in the muscle rub, and I tried to straighten my arm. So between the jigs and the reels anyway, over a period of 3 or 4 days, I kept working my elbow. And before the next appointment for the consultant came, the consultant, even though he told me I probably would never be able to straighten my arm again because of where the fracture was, and before my appointment was to go back to that consultant, I had my arm straight. And I am so thankful today to have full movement and absolutely no pain in my joint. And an awful lot of people say that if you get a damaged joint, that arthritis can sit in, and one thing and another, all this stuff they tell you. I have no pain in my joint. I cancelled the appointment, and that again is one of the reasons that I'm out there telling people, take back responsibility, take care of yourself, but learn how your body works, and make sure that you use high quality, highly effective ingredients in your healing. Only then will you heal properly. Do the right thing, you will get the right results. Do the wrong thing, you get the wrong results. So for me, doing the right thing is terribly, terribly important, and showing other people how to do the right thing as well, and give them support. Remember, you're not on your own. I am not on my own. I have people that I can go to. I have so much support around me. So with the advice and recommendations that I give to people, all that support comes behind me too. We're not working from the top down. We're working from the bottom up, and that means that somebody like me comes in first, shares what I'm experiencing, how I'm getting out of trouble, and the full powers come in behind me, from science, business, financial, every single thing. It's now our time. Healthy people are now in control, and that is just wonderful. I know it's not great for people who are sick and not taking responsibility, but when you take responsibility, the full powers are there behind you. So like before, on the drop down on the left hand side, you will see a link to the particular, you'll go into where you can shop for this product. You'll see a catalogue, and I'm getting away from the shops that are out there, in the retail shops, because there's just nothing out there that's of any benefit to me. So so I'd say you can look it up, and if you want any support, by all means you can contact me either on the link, on the YouTube link, or you can contact me on Instagram or Facebook under Madeleine Fitzgerald Farrell. And we are a global family of healthy people, and we call ourselves the Live Clean Tribe. So as I say, happy, healthy and prosperous.